Welcome back to Gold Rush Reporter, your go-to channel for gold and silver analysis. I'm your analyst, and today we're diving into something exciting happening with silver. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll understand why silver is still a metal worth bragging about, even when prices fluctuate. Right now, silver is sitting at $50 an ounce, and that's the magic number. Earlier today, it dipped below that level for a moment, but quickly bounced back. That shows strength. Even with a small drop, the metal is proving it has resilience, and that's important for anyone stacking silver. If you're watching the markets closely, you know that pullbacks like this are the moments to consider buying. Even if I'm wrong, these dips are worth paying attention to, because history shows us that silver rewards patience. Let's put this into perspective. Gold is down 0.9% today, hitting about $45.99, a drop of $36.80. Silver, on the other hand, went from $50.26 to $50.33, a small loss of 33 cents. At one point, it even dropped to $49.51 before recovering. This shows that even when markets move against it, silver can regain ground quickly. It's the same story across other metals. Palladium, platinum, even gold coins are adjusting with the stronger dollar. The dollar index rose to 99.56, which puts pressure on precious metals priced in dollars. This is where understanding the market comes in. With the US government back in operation and fewer expectations for rate cuts, gold and silver feel the impact. The Federal Reserve's recent rate cut of 25 basis points and upcoming economic data like the September jobs report and the Fed's meeting minutes are being priced in. The markets are adjusting daily, and that affects silver's price too. Even in this shifting landscape, there's something exciting happening. Today's pullback and bounce above $50 shows that silver is fighting to hold a new floor. Every day it stays above $50 strengthens that argument. For anyone watching or stacking silver, this is a critical level to watch. It's not just a number. It's a signal that the metal is proving its stability amid uncertainty. So whether you're a new stacker or a seasoned investor, keep your eyes on the market. Pullbacks like today's are opportunities. And remember, every ounce you can secure above $50 could be part of a bigger story when the market fully reacts. Stick with me, because over the next few days we'll see how this level holds and what that means for silver going forward. Before we move deeper, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell. Leave a comment below telling me what price you think silver should reach by Friday. Also, if you want to grab silver from trusted sources, I've included links in the description. Let's make the most of this market together. Alright, now let's dig deeper into what's happening with silver today. Even though the price went down slightly, it's still showing strength. Silver is sitting at about $50 an ounce. And that's a psychological and technical level for the market. Every time it touches this number, investors and stackers pay attention. It's like a line in the sand. When it holds, confidence grows. Today's pullback wasn't a surprise. Pullbacks are normal in precious metals, especially with volatility from the US dollar and upcoming economic reports. For example, gold dropped nearly 1.5%. While silver only lost about 0.2% at its lowest point. That tells you silver is holding up better than gold in today's market. If you're stacking silver, this is exactly what you want to see. Resilience during small corrections. The bigger picture is all about supply and demand. Demand for silver remains strong globally, especially from industrial uses. Silver is crucial for technology, electronics, and electric vehicles. This isn't just a collectible metal or a hedge. It has real-world applications that keep the market active. When supply can't immediately meet demand, even small dips in price are quickly bought up. That's why the bounce back above $50 today is significant. It shows that buyers are waiting for opportunities to grab silver at slightly lower prices. Now, let's talk about the dollar index. The dollar rose to 99.56, which is a big jump for the day. Typically, a stronger dollar pushes gold and silver prices lower because it makes metals more expensive for buyers using other currencies. But silver's recovery shows it's more resilient than expected. Investors are looking past short-term swings and focusing on silver's long-term value. That's why I'm optimistic about the coming days, especially leading up to Friday. The Federal Reserve also plays a big role. The recent rate cut of 25 basis points is already factored into the market, and upcoming reports, like the September jobs report and minutes from the last Fed meeting, will further influence trading. Some Fed officials have indicated that they may hold rates steady, which could stabilize precious metals. These small movements in interest rate expectations directly affect silver and gold because they don't pay interest themselves. Investors want safety, and metals like silver provide that. Even cryptocurrencies and stock markets are adding context. Bitcoin is down again today, and the Dow Jones and Nasdaq are showing losses. When traditional markets struggle, silver often becomes a preferred alternative. People see it as a hedge against instability. That's why, even with today's dip, the metal remains strong. The key takeaway here is simple. Watch the $50 level closely. Every day silver stays above it builds a potential new floor. If it holds until Friday, we could see momentum for a new baseline price. That could set the stage for higher moves in the weeks ahead. Before we move to the next segment, drop a comment below. Do you think silver will end the week above $50? Hit like if you agree. And don't forget to subscribe for daily updates. Your engagement helps us analyze the market together and keep everyone informed. Now let's break down what's really driving silver right now and why today's moves matter more than they appear. Even with today's minor drop, silver bouncing back above $50 an ounce tells us that buyers are actively defending this level. It's not just about numbers on a screen. It's about real demand from investors who understand silver's dual role as a safe haven asset and an industrial metal. Look at the broader metals complex. Gold is down about 0.9%, trading near 4,045s, while palladium and platinum are also slightly lower. That's a typical response when the dollar strengthens, which it did today. A stronger dollar usually pressures metals priced in USD, but silver's bounce shows resilience. This tells us that even with a rising dollar, silver buyers see value here, especially with all the economic uncertainty still looming. The upcoming Federal Reserve announcements are a key factor. The market is weighing whether there will be further rate cuts or if interest rates will stay steady. Right now, the probability of another quarter-point rate cut in December is roughly 44.9%, up from 41% previously. Investors are adjusting positions based on this, and that's why we're seeing small swings in silver prices. Remember, when rates are low, gold and silver become more attractive because they don't pay interest themselves. They're a store of value. On the industrial side, silver's demand continues to grow. It's not just coins and bars, it's EV batteries, electronics, and renewable energy tech. Supply is limited. Mines are producing less, and some traditional sources like Mexico are no longer delivering at the same pace. Combine that with large purchases from central banks in Asia, and you see why physical silver is harder to get. Every ounce bought today is one less ounce available in the global supply. That scarcity is bullish for prices over time. Let's also consider market sentiment. There's a strong psychological element here. Silver staying above $50 reinforces confidence, especially for newer investors or stackers who might hesitate if the price drops below this threshold. This could mark a potential new price floor, giving the market a baseline for future moves. Bitcoin and stock markets are also influencing sentiment. Today, Bitcoin dropped again, trading near 91,675, down 2% from yesterday. The Dow Jones and Nasdaq are down more than 1%. When traditional assets falter, silver shines as a hedge against volatility. Investors are reminded that physical metals aren't tied to Wall Street's whims. They have intrinsic value. Finally, let's talk strategy. Pullbacks, like the one today, are opportunities. If you've been waiting to buy more silver, dips below key levels like $50 can be ideal entry points. Hold on to your silver, track the market, and watch for strong closes above $50. it could signal a new era for silver trading. Every day silver survives these challenges strengthens its long-term position. Now let's get into what's happening behind the scenes in the silver market, things that most people don't see. Today's bounce above 50 an ounce isn't just luck. It reflects the pressure building in physical markets versus paper contracts. A lot of silver exists only on paper, meaning investors claim it without actually holding it. When demand for physical delivery rises, those naked shorts, people who sold silver they don't own, get exposed. This is exactly what backwardation shows, the spot price of silver trading above futures. It's the market signaling, you need real metal now. This is where market leverage and risk come into play. When the tide goes out, as the old Warren Buffett quote goes, you see who's overextended or weak. People who appear smart during calm markets suddenly look exposed when physical demand rises. That's why understanding the real supply and demand balance is key. The COMEX, LBMA, and LME all have to manage this. Volts, ETFs, and forward contracts interact in complex ways. On certain days, particularly December 31st, all the paper promises meet reality. Vaults are audited, and every ounce in cold storage has to match the books. Any imbalance can create big price spikes. This year, Asian markets have been aggressive buyers. Shanghai and other centers are pulling 40-50 tons of silver weekly. That's hundreds of tons, leaving global inventories every month. Western vaults can't refill fast enough because refineries are already near capacity and mining supply can't react instantly. The US also faces restrictions, like reduced shipments from Mexico. Physical scarcity is real. When the paper market faces this kind of pressure, silver prices get support even if the dollar rises. Now, think about the gold to silver ratio, currently around 80.1. Naturally, silver comes out of the ground closer to 7:1. Historically, when this ratio starts to normalize, silver tends to outperform gold. That means long-term growth potential for silver is much higher. Combine that with industrial demand, scarcity, and paper market stress, and you see why this week's $50 level is psychologically and technically significant. Even Warren Buffett has commented indirectly. He's largely avoided gold, but has recognized silver's real-world applications. Silver isn't just money. It powers technology, cleans water, and conducts electricity. That's why savvy investors see silver as both a store of value and an essential industrial metal. Gold mostly serves as money or jewelry, but silver's dual role gives it extra leverage in price appreciation. Finally, consider timing and strategy. Today's pullbacks, the potential Fed announcements, and global buying all interact. If silver closes above $50 consistently, that's a clear signal that this could become a new floor. Traders and stackers watching physical flows, backwardation, and short squeezes know that these are the moments when smart stacking can pay off. As we wrap up today's Market Watch, the key takeaway is simple. Silver is proving its strength above $50 an ounce, despite volatility, pullbacks, and a stronger dollar. Every day we see silver hold this level, it reinforces the idea that we may be entering a new era for precious metals. Physical demand, industrial usage, and limited supply are combining to create real support, not just speculative hype. Remember the importance of physical ownership. Holding silver in your hands, rather than paper claims, gives you real security. Those naked shorts and leverage positions in the paper market may look impressive in calm conditions, but when demand spikes for actual delivery, they get exposed. This is why backwardation matters. Today's price is signaling real scarcity, not just market noise. Global buying continues to reshape the landscape. Asia, particularly China, is moving tons of silver each week. Taking inventory out of the system faster than Western markets can replenish it. With refineries near capacity and mine supply slow to react, this creates structural pressure that supports silver prices. Combine that with industrial demand, EVs, electronics, water purification, and you see why silver has the potential to outperform gold in the years ahead. The gold to silver ratio is another critical metric. At 81, it's far above the natural production ratio of roughly 7.1. Historically, when the ratio starts moving toward parity, silver tends to outperform gold significantly. This means that even if gold rises slowly, silver has a much larger upside potential, making it a strategic choice for anyone looking to secure long-term wealth. Let's not forget timing and strategy. Pullbacks in price, central bank announcements, and market sentiment all play roles in short-term moves. Watching key levels like $50 and understanding the influence of backwardation, physical demand, and global flows will help you make smarter decisions. This isn't gambling, it's about analyzing fundamentals and acting with foresight. Before we finish, I want to thank all of you for being part of Gold Rush Reporter. Your engagement keeps this community strong. If you enjoyed today's insights, make sure to like, share, and comment with your thoughts on silver and gold. Let me know what metals you're stacking this week and how you're watching these market moves. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. I also have ongoing giveaways and exclusive insights for subscribers. Check the pinned link below. This is where knowledge meets action, and being informed is your first step toward financial freedom through precious metals. We'll continue monitoring silver and gold, breaking down trends, reporting on physical demand, and analyzing how global events affect these markets. Stay tuned for daily updates and expert analysis right here on Gold Rush Reporter. Remember, in a world where paper money can fail and markets can mislead, silver and gold remain your true assets. Hold wisely, stack carefully, and always know why you're making each move. This is the path to securing real wealth and taking advantage of opportunities others may overlook. Thanks for watching, stay sharp, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.